We're doing this again today, and this is Gabriel. We are live with ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery, and today is Sunday, and it is a long weekend because we're on lockdown here with COVID-19 since Friday. Nobody can go outside, so we've really been locked up, and this is going to go on until May 20th. So today is Sunday, the 25th, and this is episode 119. And I'd like to talk about the cards that life dealt me and the choices that I've made. So before we start, let me give you my full disclaimer. Please note that this is not for those who continuously make excuses or are expecting to get rich overnight. It's not going to happen. There's no false promises here. There's no false guarantees. This is an opportunity to be part of a high-quality mastermind that I'm a part of with ODE Mastery, online education. And, you know, I will be guiding you towards your success, you know, based on what I've learned. So it takes work, it takes commitment, and it takes dedication. So if this is not something that you're willing to do or put in, then this is not for you. That's okay. And if you're looking to start and then quit in the next few weeks or months just because it takes work, then you're better off doing the same stuff you've been doing, and this is definitely not for you. So let me start you off with a quote by Jim Rohn. And Jim Rohn was an American entrepreneur, author, and motivational speaker. Jim Rohn says, "Successful people do what unsuccessful people are willing to do. Don't wish it was easier, wish it was better, or wish you were better." And that's a great quote. And let me repeat that. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are willing to do. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. And this goes hand in hand with, my story, the cards that life dealt me, and the choices that I've made. So, I was an irrational, pretty much thinker for the greater part of 50 years of my life. And wow, I can't deny now that the choices that I made in my life have led me to many failures and successes as well. You see, I succeeded for 16 years as a data network engineer, but I just didn't quite get the promotions or pay raises that I felt I deserved. I succeeded and failed a lot in my sales career between the ages of 18 and 33 years of age. And as well, the choices that I made led me to the complete unfulfilled feeling, that feeling of I deserve that raise or that bonus, etc., but it didn't happen. Due to my choices with women in life, I have had successes, without a doubt, failures. Many ex-girlfriends from the age, of 17 through the age of 35. And all great, at the start. And at the end, I got dumped again for my bad choices. I hurt many women along the way, and I have tried, to make amends, to exonerate them, for my bad choices, to apologize. I got married for the first time at the age of 35, and that lasted 8 hours. And 2 years later, I was divorced. And I got remarried at the age of 38 on a whim. And that didn't last long as well. And I produced a daughter who still, after 18 years, has only spoken to me as recently as 2 years ago, for the first time. So since then, we have lost touch again. I thought that I had learned something about the cards that life had dealt me and always blamed everyone and anything to exonerate, again, myself of any wrongdoing. I'm 55 years old now, and due to my choices in life, not the cards life dealt me, I have learned over the past 8 months that I was irrational, totally fucked up and dysfunctional. You see, in my quest to be better at myself or for myself and to seek fulfillment, I learned how my thoughts create feelings, and those feelings result in events in my life Well, all this negative self-talk and lack of reality, led me to learn about how truly powerful one's brain really is. How a person, learns to be their future self by the time they're 7 years old. And by the time we become aware of our self-defeating, personalities, we have adopted a false BS belief system. Actually, it's called dysfunctional reality. You know, one tool or one course basically that I took was emotional intelligence. And then I took a course on NLP, neuro linguistic programming, which is a timeline reset for the mind, to remove all limitations that one has in their lives, that where they feel stuck. And just recently, I completed and became an REBT, which means Rational Emotive Behavioral Therapy, certified practitioner. And as I created a community to help educators on Facebook, I have kept diligently working on improving myself and understanding what I truly must do to remove my doubts and fears to believe in my greater self. So there is no shortage of motivators, influencers, mentors, motivational speakers, at every level online. Heck, you can spend a day and a year on YouTube just listening to everyone and anyone on any subject. My journey to master my brain started last year on August 2020. And I invested in a mentor, which has opened up a myriad of opportunities to learn and meet like-minded people. I have read books, I practice sharing my knowledge with people in my niche. I can definitely say this: I've grown and transformed into a better human being because I removed my false beliefs and replaced them with a rational reality and a mantra, I can, on a daily basis. So I finally understand my true purpose. And I have forgiven myself and others as I peacefully detach from them. I have built up a new positive life of health, wealth, and abundance. And I have even, a life partner. And it scares me to say that. I got a life partner, and, we're kind of in the building stages because, I can be difficult. I know. But I'm still learning to treat her like a queen while not being afraid of addressing my relationship fears. Therefore, I think, the process of feelings and then adding meaningful positive actions to show her that I do appreciate her. So this is a process, but it's a good process. And I'm learning to actually, feel good about myself by stopping and thinking and being like, okay, let me understand this before I actually take that thought and create a negative feeling and then create a negative reaction to that. So it has not been easy for me. But my transformation of limitations, doubt, anger, stress, and all that dysfunctional jazz pretty much has come to pass. No one is too young or too old to understand that you can reprogram your mind to be great to others, to yourself, while being great, to just about everyone and anything. My mental struggles felt like Neo in The Matrix, if you saw The Matrix. He was plugged in and unaware of his true self. And then what happened? Once unplugged, he fought it. And he couldn't believe, all right, the rational BS, the belief system. It was just not something that he can handle. By my learning how to rewire my mind for positivity, I have now turned a corner and I'm starting to fly with the eagles. I'm actually, helping ordinary people find their way and understanding their minds as well. This is the best time of my life. After 55 years, I feel alive and worthy of myself. I am succeeding in all areas of my life, including the love department. The new cards that life is dealing, to me are aces, because I manifest a winning hand with my brain and deep faith in myself. My greater purpose is helping everyday people realize their magnificence with life coaching success. I started my learning curve with a growth mindset last year in August 2020. And the knowledge and tools that you will need to achieve your success, they await you too. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. REBT will help you realize your success in personal, health, wealth, and make you wiser as you start to, live a magnificent life of abundance. So remember, you're magnificent. Let me know in the comments below. I help clients, overcome their fears of success and launch their online niche business with a growth mindset and organic Facebook marketing. That's the primary ways to help you transition without having to quit your daytime jobs. Look forward to seeing your success and interviewing you live on, right here, online, digital education Facebook community. And 688,000 people is my personal goal. And that's realistic. So come join me and see why. This is Gabriel again, signing out with ODE, Online Digital Education Group, Facebook community of educators that support and collaborate with each other. This is Sunday, April 25th, episode 119, The Cards That Life Dealt Me and the Choices That I Made. Thank you so much. You have a great day and God bless. Hope to hear from you.